Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you my UMG Nashville predictions video. The event is going to be on October 10th, so I think that's next Friday, I believe. Let me check the calendar real quick. Yeah, it's next Friday, so coming up in about a week, so that's kind of close, but they haven't, or at least I didn't have a link to the bracket. I don't know if they've released it yet. I just didn't see it or something. But because of that, I'm going to base these predictions kind of based on more so of probability to win than actual predictions. And because obviously if I'm looking at a bracket, I can predict each match and stuff. But I'm not looking at a bracket, so I'm going to just base this off what I know and probability to win, really. So the gameplay you're going to be watching in the background also, it's going to be some sort of something. I don't know. You'll be able to figure it out pretty easily looking at it. But anyways, I'm gonna just find something after I make this commentary and put it back there. I'm not looking at it right now. So anyways, let's continue. The team with the highest probability to win, I think it's either between Envy or Denial. Now those are the teams that won the last two events. Envy won Gfinity, Denial won UMG Dallas. The thing is, there's two things that I have to question about both of them. One, Denial didn't go to Gfinity. Two, Envy went to Dallas after spending like a month vacation, staying in London or whatever, or in Europe or whatever after Gfinity. So I think they came back to go to UMG Dallas, and they only played for like a couple days, and then they went to the event. So they weren't really in the best situation, I would say, at UMG Dallas. Now I think this next event, we're gonna see Envy back at their full potential because they've had like, you know, a whole couple months or whatever, maybe like a month or whatever, to practice and get all their shit back together. But at the same time, Denial didn't it wasn't like Denial barely beat them. They beat them pretty solidly. They 3-0'd them and they 3-1'd them. So they were 6-1 in total map count versus Envy. So that's quite a solid margin of victory. So because of that, I'm going to give Denial the number one spot. I'm going to say Denial has the highest probability to win this event. Number two goes to Envy. Obviously, they placed second at the last event. They placed first at the event before that. They're obviously top two for the last two events. Only reasonable thing is to predict them for top two once again. So I got Envy at second place. And the only way I see this really changing is if some other team knocks Denial out of the tournament and Envy, because Denial seems to be Envy's like kryptonite or whatever, and they can't beat them, but they seem to be able to beat everyone else. So if someone else can beat Denial for them, then Envy can win the tournament. Anyways, that's my top two. Now, the rest of this is where I really don't even know. You know, there's a couple teams that I could put in this third spot, you know. Both the Optic teams, EG, those are really the only three teams I can see placing top three. I don't know what to expect from EG. They don't get a real shot to stream too much. I don't really get to watch them play very much, so I don't really know, you know, what to expect out of them. They definitely got worse. Karma is pretty much in every single way a better player than Dito. Even though Dito's extremely good, he's just not Karma, you know what I mean? And you know, obviously they don't, according to Crim, Aches and TP don't care about the game anymore. They don't practice. They're apparently like lost. They're like slow. I don't know. Anyways, they're not caught up to like the current like rotations and something. I don't know. Anyways, he was like complaining about trying to teach them, but I can't put them in the third place spot. Like I'd like to, but this might be the first event that EG's gone to that I haven't predicted them to win because I haven't really got a chance to see them, and two, I just don't think they're gonna win. But you know, you never know. They always have that shot to win. They always do. If they win this event, that's just gonna be like the greatest thing for them. That'd just be so crazy. But I just don't really see it. But because of that reason, I'm gonna put Optic Nation in the third place spot. It really came down to between Optic Nation and Optic Gaming, and the last time those two teams played each other, Optic Gaming got 3-0'd, even though all three of the maps were extremely close. This is the way I break it down. Optic Nation 100% has the search and destroy advantage, so that's 2 out of the 5 that they could possibly play. So if Optic Nation can just take one respawn, just take a Dom or a Blitz, they're going to beat them every time. So that's the only reason I give Optic Nation the advantage over Gaming. But yes, I got Optic Nation in third, then I'm going to put Optic Gaming in fourth. I think this whole time in the Red Bull Studios or whatever, I think it really benefited them. I think the fact that they get to work out like their problems face to face, like that makes a difference. So I feel like their teamwork's going to be on point for this event, and it really just depends, honestly, if Scump goes off or not. If Scump goes off, they'll probably win the event. If he just plays like normal Scump, they'll probably get top 3. So that's kind of how I base it on. Now, that's my top 4. So fifth, I got EG in fifth. They're still better than everyone else. Besides those top 4 teams, the EG's pretty much 100% better than all the other teams that will be at this event. There's really no doubt in my mind that they'll beat any of them on land. So that's all I can really say. I don't know what to expect out of them. You know, no one's really got too much of a chance to see, you know, what they've been doing. So we'll just have to wait till the event and, you know, see what happens. Now, these last 3 spots, I think, you know, FaZe, I'm put FaZe at 6th. They're good individually. I don't know how their teamwork is. I don't know how well they're getting along. They don't seem to be getting along too well, so I don't expect too much out of them. But at the same time, they do have Karma. They do have Apathy, two of the best players in Ghost. So, I mean, they got a shot, you know what I mean? If you have Karma on your team, you probably have a shot to, do well. So that's all I can really say about them. But I just don't think the teamwork and chemistry is there for them. That's why I got them in 6th, 7th. I got TK. TK is just playing pretty average the last couple events I've seen them at. They've been placing in the bottom of the top 8 and stuff. So I haven't seen anything out of them that tells me, oh shit, they're gonna place top 4 or something. So I'm just gonna put them in 7th. That's just like an average placing for them, I guess. I haven't seen anything out of them that would tell me otherwise. And then for the final spot, it really comes down to MW or Rise in my opinion, and Rise kind of underperformed, so I'm gonna give it to MW because they played pretty well, better than I expected them to play at least. So yeah, that's it. So I got MW at 8. So that's my top 8. We'll see what happens on the 10th, or if they release a bracket, I could probably do a more detailed top 8, looking at each individual like matchup or whatever. But for now, that's my top 8. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.